Welcome to this edition of Cibola Treasures. I'm Barbara Wesley, and we are so glad you're joining us today. This edition of Cibola Treasures will feature lots of different things that are going on in our community. Number one, Sacred Wind hosted a breakfast and there was a presentation made by John Badal. Grijalva's woodworking cabinet shop has won several awards from the state, and this is to recognize their most recent achievement. Also, Denise Chavez with the Small Business Development Center is going to be with us, as well as our Animal Care Center. There are some cute little animals over there just ready to be adopted, so stay tuned. El Cafecito has been serving authentic New Mexican cuisine for over 32 years. The first thing that greets you is the fragrant aroma of chili.
The friendly and efficient staff welcome you to a dining experience that can only be found in Grants. Try the award-winning burrito, red, green, or maybe you want Christmas.
Do you need a chili fix? You will not be disappointed. There's so many great choices.
What sets El Cafecito apart is the made fresh chili every day.
Oh, I come here for the breakfast burrito, which is very good. Service is good, fast. When you're hungry, you're ready to eat.
A banquet room is designed for meetings, special occasions, and community events.
For those in a hurry, the drive-up window offers convenience too.
The service, friendly staff, great New Mexican cuisine is all due to Angela and Larry Baca. They oversee every aspect of El Cafecito.
Fast, reliable internet is here, and it's local.
My name is Robert Windhorst. When my wife went back to school to become a teacher, our internet service was terrible. Sacred Wind came into our area and we signed up. It is great service.
Hi, I'm Amanda Valdez and I am a teacher. Thinking of pursuing my master's degree, I knew that it couldn't have been possible before. Sacred Wind Internet made it possible to obtain my degree online.
Connect 66 Internet. Fast, reliable, and local. Powered by Sacred Wind.
Welcome to this segment of Cibola Treasures. In our studio today is Denise Chavez. And Denise, tell our audience what your role is in our community.
Well, I'm the director of the Small Business Development Center here in Grants at New Mexico State University.
Okay, so tell us what the Small Business Development Center does.
What we do, Barbara, is we provide free counseling to business owners and those individuals wishing to start businesses, anywhere from how to do a business plan, taking their dream and their ideas and making it happen for them, doing financial planning with them, helping them define what their market is and how to get the word out to their customers so that they can sell their product.
Okay. That's a big job.
It is, but it is fun. It is so fun to work with the people in the community.
Good. Well, and how long have you been with the Small Business Development Center?
I actually celebrated my 2-year anniversary yesterday. So it's just amazing. When I first started, I was kind of like a deer with the headlights in my eyes and taking everything in. But now it's It just seems to be natural. I enjoy the people when they come in, following up with them, making sure that they do their homework, because that is crucial, and making sure that their ideas and their dreams come true.
Good. That's fun, isn't it?
It is. It
Right.
is. It is a lot of fun.
Right. So there are some things that are happening with Small Business Development Center that we need to let the public know about. So why don't we talk about upcoming workshops and that sort of thing?
Absolutely, Barbara. As one of the other things that we do for the business community is we provide low cost and or free workshops, and we are gearing up for our workshops for the 2018 season. And the first workshop we're going to be doing is our QuickBooks workshop, and it is the most popular. QuickBooks is a software system to keep track of your business expenses, your revenues, and do any subsequent reporting for taxes or anything else. And so it can be quite inundating for a business owner if they're not comfortable with handling numbers or working with numbers. And our instructor, Geraldine Ortiz, just is a dream. She just makes everything so understandable, and she's so patient with the folks that come in for the training. So that'll be coming up. Right now we're looking at March 27th.
Okay. That's just before Easter.
It is.
Okay. Now let's look at what takes place if you have a new client come in. What's the first thing that you do?
We talk to them, get to know them as an individual, and find out what they want to do. Many times I tell my client in the first session that we have with them that I'm going to be their partner going through this whole process, and I'm also going to be the devil's advocate. So I'm going to ask the tough questions, maybe the questions that they haven't thought of, or the questions that they think of but they just really don't want to address at this time. And with those tough questions, we make sure that the individual is fully prepared to go into business with their eyes wide open. They know what to expect. They've thought about the what ifs, the unexpected things that we could identify, and they've got a plan, or they won't be as surprised if it does happen when they open their doors.
Okay. So that's the first step. Then what's the next?
We help them design whatever it may be. Maybe it's their marketing plan. They know they've got a really neat idea, and they know that they believe this product is going to be needed and wanted by the people in Cibola County, or maybe even outside of Cibola County. But we help them better define that so that they know, well, should we have a Facebook page? Is that how we reach out to those particular people? Do we need to do advertise on Twitter? Do we just need to do flyers? Do we, how do we get the word out? We can't. Many times people think, well, I'm just going to get a place. I'm going to open the doors. I'm going to put a little sign up outside above the doors, and people would just come. Some people will come, but we want to make sure you get as many people through your door buying your products as possible. Then we will go through the money aspect. How much is it going to cost you to start your business? You're going to have rents, you're going to have deposits, you're going to have utilities, you're going to have business licenses. We help identify all of those costs, and then we look at how much money is it going to take to run your business, operate it from month to month to month, and then how much of your product are you going to have to sell in order to make sure you meet your bills.
Okay. And so let's talk a little bit about financing. It's been my observation that most businesses are underfinanced.
It is, especially small businesses. They are strapped for cash. In a normal financing arena, a new business, typically a bank, an entity that loans money to businesses, They won't do anything as far as lending money or very little money for the first 2 years you're in business. So when you start thinking about and decide that you're going to do your business, you need to look at what other avenues, alternative sources of funding do you have available. Many times we talk about 401ks, balances in 401k accounts, retirement accounts, family that maybe would want to help you start off. It's kind of scary, but if you can get your feet on the ground and get that 24 to 30 months under your belt, you've got a much better chance of going into your friendly banker and saying, now can I have that credit card, or now can I have that line of credit, so that when businesses have peaks of business and they have valleys of business. And when you hit that valley, sometimes you don't quite sell enough to cover your daily expenses. And so that line of credit or that credit card gives you that little cushion to make sure you don't have to close your doors.
Now, when you go to the banker, he wants to see your business plan.
He wants to see your business plan. He wants to see your financial projections. Typically for 3 to 5 years. 3 years seems to be, in today's environment, the magic amount of time that they want to see, and it has to be realistic. And that's one of the things that we do with our clients is we work with them. It's not very seldom does someone walk in with their financial projections all done. And if they do, then we'll go through and we'll look at them, and maybe that's when we really become the devil's advocate. And we'll say, well, how are you going to make $500,000 a month? Tell me, what were your thought processes? How much product are you going to have to sell to make that?
Oh, everybody loves us.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it can be stressful. But if we do our work right up front when the client goes into the banker, they've got a good, solid foundation to have that dialogue with the banker about getting a loan if they need it.
Now, how important is it to have an attorney and a CPA?
I think it's very important, especially if you're going to enter into rental agreements. Perhaps you're going to enter into agreements with credit card processors, things of that nature. The attorney definitely needs to take a look at those documents. We at the SBDC cannot provide legal advice because neither one of us are attorneys. On the CPA side, it's very critical for them to work with you to make sure that they're the ones that will help you with your finances. They'll help you with your books, and last but not least, especially during this time of the year, they're going to help you make sure that your taxes are filed correctly and on time.
Right. And when talking about accountants, CPAs, I have often seen that a CPA comes in after the fact and says, this is the amount of tax you owe. I want to see a CPA that says, let's plan so that we know ahead of time what we're doing. And that way you're not in the dark when it comes to what your tax responsibility is at the end of the year.
That's crucial. Your CPA, your accountant should be with you, your partner. You should be interacting with them at least on a monthly basis, so that they've got a feel for what's going on. They can help you plan. There's no surprises at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, and especially at tax time. You need to plan for those. And the same thing with your banker. Your banker should be someone that you talk to frequently. Many times folks will go in, they'll get the loan, and they won't talk to their banker until they're 3 months behind on their payment. And that's not the ideal situation to be in. So talk to your banker. Don't be afraid of your banker. They're there to help you succeed, because if you succeed, they're going to succeed.
Okay. So we're out of time, but how can someone reach you, Denise?
They can reach us. Our phone number at the office is 505-287-6688. 888. We are located on the corner of Roosevelt and Mesa. And very soon we're going to have signage on that building, so you'll be able to see where we're at.
Wonderful. So if you are interested in, if you're even an established business or you're planning on going into business, the Small Business Development Center is the place for you to go to get the advice that you need. Denise, thank you for sharing with us your expertise.
Thank you, Barbara.
And for all the work that you do for our community.
It's fun.
Okay. And thank you for tuning in to this segment of Cibola Treasures.
Warrior Pegboard will transform your workshop or garage to a clean, uncluttered space. Warrior Pegboard is the strongest pegboard in the world. Holds up to 2,500 pounds on a single panel. The hooks will not fall out. What you will need: select the size, anchor to a stud, admire your handiwork. Warrior Pegboard's strong, sparkling appearance was designed by a veteran. Each piece of your Warrior Pegboard system is made in America. For sizes, prices, and shipping information, just select Warrior Pegboard at Amazon.com, Walmart.com, Jet.com, or DiscountRamps.com. For wholesale, military, and government sales, contact John Wesley.
Fast, reliable internet is here, and it's local.
My name is Robert Windhorst. When my wife went back to school to become a teacher, our internet service was terrible. Sacred Wind came into our area and we signed up. It has great service.
Hi, I'm Amanda Valdez and I am a teacher. Thinking of pursuing my master's degree, I knew that it couldn't have been possible before. Sacred Wind Internet made it possible to obtain my degree online.
Connect 66 Internet. Fast, reliable, and local. Powered by Sacred Wind.
Thank you for joining us at this breakfast sponsored by my company, Sacred Wind Communications. My name is John Bedell. I'm the CEO of Sacred Wind. We have an office down the 1100 block of East Sanford. I'm sure we've all passed by. Just a couple of years ago, we localized. This was an office that where it was our field tech's office that helped us serve customers on Navajo lands from Baca chapter going over to Ayampa. Our operational headquarters is actually in Yatahé, New Mexico, 6 miles north of Gallup. My office is in Albuquerque. We have another office in Bloomfield. With me today we have Tim Kirk, who is our business office customer service manager. Her office is in Yatahé. And we have Martin Kirk, also who works from our Yatahé office. We right now employ 5 people here in Grants, and I want to talk to you a little about how we started, who we are, how we started, what we do, and what our plans for the Grants Milan area are. Again, I know only about a third of you here. I hope to know all of you very soon because we are going to be increasing our activities here in your area. Okay. Walk around this way. All right. We have just opened up a DBA and an affiliate of Sacred Wind Communications, and we're rebranding our service, our consumer-based service, selling high-speed internet. Today, we're providing the highest internet speeds on Navajo lands, anywhere on Navajo lands. And we are providing the highest internet speeds available locally here too. We are just with the arrow up and down there, Marty. One second. Oh, there we go. Okay. Our company is organized with a holding company called Sacred Wind Enterprises, and Sacred Wind Enterprises has 3 separate affiliates. Sacred Wind Communications, which is regulated by the Public Regulation Commission here in the state. We provide local services, including basic access, 911, voice services, caller ID, those type of things. And exclusively on Navajo land, which is our regulated service territory. Sacred Wind Telesolutions is an unregulated company providing broadband, which is only regulated by the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, not the PRC. And the Connect 66 Internet, which is our consumer-based broadband or high-speed internet service, again, off the reservation. The very first expansion of our broadband service outside of our regulated service territory actually was in Milan. And then Milan and Grants, we've since expanded to Blue Water Village, and we're expanding now outside of our territory up in the Gallup areas as well. We are the newest rural telephone company established in New Mexico. We started in 2006. We are the 3rd newest telephone company in the country. We started out as a company mainly serving tribal customers. We have put in, since 2006, $80 million in infrastructure and company buildings, mainly in McKinley, San Juan, and Cibola counties. We are technology agnostic. We call ourselves technology agnostic. Opposite are some of our competitors that do only serve customers only by copper wire, or other competitors who serve customers only by mobile phone. We will bring service to you in a 10-gallon bucket, whatever it takes to get service. We are the only company in the Southwest that uses fiber, copper, coax, fixed wireless as a milieu a mix of services to provide services, whether it's in an urban area or in the most remote areas of Navajo lands. Last year we even started providing solar units to Navajo homes that don't have electricity, so that they can get broadband and telephone service. I don't want to go into the details of this, but we actually we bought a service territory from Quest, now CenturyLink, in 2006, and with that territory came pretty old copper wire and not much else. We bought 700 miles of old copper wire. We've replaced about 300 miles of copper wire since then. We've added 32 towers. We've added 2 central offices. We just expanded, putting a central office or gateway switch in Albuquerque so that we could take all of our traffic down to Albuquerque and then out to the outside world without having to depend on any other company. And we can actually provide the highest speed broadband to businesses, to anybody else. As a matter of fact, we have picked up 24 schools under a federal bidding project. We only have 5 schools in our service territory, and we have picked up contracts for 24 schools, taking a gigabit of speed to each one of those schools. We are going to be turning the lights on all Gallup and McKinley County schools this next month, and we'll be hooking up the schools in the Raynard area and on the roads to down to Junior. And we are now bidding for schools in Rio Rancho. This is the niche we found ourselves, because we have technology that other people, other companies haven't bothered to invest in. In 2009, we were designated in a national contest as the most inspiring small business in America. And that was in 2009. We had won an international award and a local Internet Service Provider Association award for our innovation and our community outreach. We have made some major achievements in broadband. Our fiber connectivity to Milan's government buildings was the very first fiber connection here in this area. We have now fiber connectivity all the way through grants, and we're ready to stop off at any place that needs fiber here in the grants area. And again, we're using fixed wireless. We're bringing service to the Grants Milan area, Blue Water Village, Jamestown, and Juniper Hills, south of our headquarters up in that area. We started with 6 employees in 2006. We're up to 49 now, not 48. We intend to hire at least one more person this year. We're working on a project here in Grants. If it flies, we'll probably be hiring another 3 here for the Grants area. 83% of our employees never had a telecom background. We hire for attitude and work ethic. We can teach telecom, but we can't teach attitude. Most of our employees are Navajo or Hispanic. We provide some of the best training for any of our employees. Our employees want to grow, and they can show an aptitude and a desire to branch out. We will provide training for that individual. We also have some of the best benefits of any company around. We provide scholarship money for our employees' children. We have an ESOP, an employee stock option plan, which we started 3 years ago, whereby we're providing money to a fund in the company so that our employees can buy out, using that fund, buy out the company stock. And then we expect in the next 10 years, our employees will own 100% of this company. And excuse the crushed view here. You can get we consider ourselves solutions driven. No matter what it takes to get to a customer, we'll get to the customer. And you can see a solar device outside of a home on Navajo lands. There's a radio antenna on top of a 195-foot tower. There's a little thing there that shoots a signal in the air at a vector of 60 degrees. And it can go 20 miles from that antenna and provide broadband speeds. The closer you are to the antenna, the higher speeds available. There's a larger relay antenna we put up on the utility pole to relay high speed, and this is about 200 megabit capacity, going from one radio site to another, and of course fiber. And we have state-of-the-art central offices where we've had Frontier Communications, CenturyLink, Hopi Telecommunications Companies, and others come to our headquarters up there to look at the new technology. And these companies have been around for a while, and they say, wow, you guys have got that? And again, this is our new brand. We just started this last week, and you'll see a van driving around town too. We just had that delivered yesterday up here at Grants. With our the van is completely wrapped. Keep that word at the core of your mind. Wrapping with advertising, because I'm going to talk about that in a second. But again, we are promoting and we're branding this as Connect 66 because we want to really establish our brand as the internet solution for Route 66 from Gallup all the way down to Albuquerque. Today, using our fixed wireless network, we can provide for residents 5 megabit to 20 megabit download. And for those of you who aren't intimately familiar with what that means, is with 5 megabit you could do some pretty serious surfing of the internet, but your streaming of video is going to be somewhat limited. With 10 megabits, now you can do some pretty good streaming video, whether it's Netflix, YouTube, or download Netflix movie. But when you're downloading that movie, if anyone else wants to use the computer in the home, there you're going to find their speeds. With 20 megabit, you could have multiple people in a home downloading videos and surfing the internet and on and on. And for our commercial customers, we can go as high as 100 megabits. And for offices that have fiber connectivity, we can do a gigabit. We are working on a plan right now to increase our service, our minimum service, residential service, to be 50 megabit, going from 5 to 50 at the same price, and we'll be charging customers for 50 megabit, but the customers today are paying for 5 megabit. And we can go up, where our plan here is to go up to make available the gigabit to the home if ever needed. And back to the rack. We have access to some old satellite dishes, and we don't need them. We're not in the satellite business. I think our service is far better than you can get by satellite. Rather than tossing these things in the landfill, thinking, what can we do with them? And I said, these satellite dishes are the same shape as Indian baskets. And if you go to the mining museum, you'll see some really interesting Indian baskets in their collection there. So why don't we brand this as something new and different for Grants and Milan, and promote this all over, whether it's nationally or even locally, getting Albuquerqueans to come spend more time in Grants. And what we did was we made an artist rendition of a vision that we have working with the Cibola Arts Council here to create out of satellite dishes, old satellite dishes, create an array of Indian baskets, Anasazi, Navajo, Apache, whatever. And we have the technology to develop an app where a person with a smartphone would come into Grants, and as they're passing these things, hit the app and it will give them the story of these things. This is not pie in the sky. This is not a dream that could be unfulfilled. We have 2 of these being wrapped right now. They'll be done in about 2 weeks. And we are going to be working with the Civil Arts Council in Tammy at the Chamber of Commerce. We are working to have one of these located right outside of the Mining Museum and another one in Milan. And the idea is to have these on both sides of Route 66, from the beginning of Grants all the way to the end of Milan, and have people drive by, get out of the car, walk around, read about the history, the history of the forebears of this area, and see if this takes off. See if this takes off. It's something that no other community in New Mexico is doing, and I'm hoping that this is something, just like we're changing our brand to more fit the needs and the culture of the community here. We're hoping that this helps brand or at least identify a segment of the culture that has been overlooked, perhaps by many of the communities in the state. With that, please stop by if you want more information about Sacred Wind. Call me or stop by our office on Santa Fe Avenue and talk to our good folk there to get more information about us. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the breakfast, and I hope you spend a lot more time talking to you in the future.
El Cafecito has been serving authentic New Mexican cuisine for over 32 years. The first thing that greets you is the fragrant aroma of chili.
The friendly and efficient staff welcome you to a dining experience that can only be found in Grants. Try the award-winning burrito, red, green, or maybe you want Christmas.
Do you need a chili fix? You will not be disappointed. There's so many great choices.
What sets El Cafecito apart is the made fresh chili every day.
Oh, I come here for the breakfast burrito, which is very good. Service is good, fast. When you're hungry, you're ready to eat.
A banquet room is designed for meetings, special occasions, and community events.
For those in a hurry, the drive-up window offers convenience too.
The service, friendly staff, great New Mexican cuisine is all due to Angela and Larry Baca. They oversee every aspect of El Cafecito.
Fast, reliable internet is here, and it's local.
Hi, I'm Mike Gonzalez, IT Director for the Village of Milan.
And I'm Robert Ramirez, the Computer Lab Moderator.
We have fiber optic service through Sacred Wind, and it has allowed us to create our computer lab.
Hi, I'm Amanda Valdez, and I am a teacher. Thinking of pursuing my master's degree, I knew that it couldn't have been possible before. Sacred Wind Internet made it possible to obtain my degree online.
Connect 66 Internet. Fast, reliable, and local. Powered by Sacred Wind. A name you know. A product you trust.
Welcome to this segment of Cibola Treasures. We are celebrating two young men that have achieved success. And this is the Small Business Development Center's annual award. And first of all, let's introduce you. What is your name?
Anthony.
Anthony Grijalva.
Juan Grijalva.
Juan Grijalva. And let's do a little bit of history first before we get into the award. How long have you been in business, Juan?
It's going to be 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
And Anthony, how did you develop your skill? Because I know that you ship your cabinets all over. I mean, it's not just if you were dependent upon local customers, that it would be kind of slim, wouldn't it?
A little bit. It's
right.
It's
but you've got a reputation. Your company has a reputation, and so you're in demand. You're sending your product out to other places, right?
We've sent them to Colorado, Arizona, Texas, and Boston. Yeah.
And now you've got a contract to send stuff to California.
Well, we might be sending it. The contractor might have gotten a little sick, and so it's on hold.
Okay.
But we've shipped them before.
Okay.
The same guy.
All right.
He's done it before.
Okay. So you have customers all over the Southwest, basically. Right. And Boston, to send your product to Boston, that had to be quite a feat.
Well, it all started because we did the work in Albuquerque, a house in Albuquerque, and the guy had a house in Boston. It's actually in Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
So he liked the work that we did in Albuquerque, and then he wanted us to do the one in Boston.
Okay. Good. Well, Juan, which of you are the oldest?
I am.
You're the oldest.
Yeah.
So you started working in the construction business. You must have been just a little young kid.
Well, since we were 14 years old, we started working with my dad, and then, from there, it just took off.
Okay, all right. So there's something about working with wood that's really, those that love to work with wood tend to be very creative. Do you go away from your initial design, or can someone send you specs and you say, yes, we'll do that? Or do you primarily have a design that you found to be the most successful one?
It just depends on what the customer wants. If they want a specific design, or we can tell them what works better, it just depends on them.
Okay. But and your cabinets are custom designed, so they will fit in the for example, you're working with someone out of California that evidently does a lot of houses. He's a contractor, And so he has specific, not only designs, but specific measurements that he needs to adhere to make it work and fit in the property.
Yes, yeah. We go by measurements.
Right, you
down
do.
to basically a 16.
What's your favorite wood to work with, Anthony?
I mean, they're all different, but I mean, there's...
You don't have a favorite?
No, it just depends on what the customer wants. I mean, like the hickory and all that, it's way harder. So those are a little bit harder to work with, and they dull the blades faster.
Do they?
So the hickory and maple and all that, they're pretty hard.
Do you have a big demand for the hickory and maple?
The demand right now, it's mainly like clear alder.
Okay.
The oak has, but people. There's still a few people that pick, But now we're starting to do a lot of painting.
A lot of what?
Painted cabinets and all that instead of just stained. A lot of people are asking for more painted cabinets now.
Right, because I think right now it's the white, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of white. Yeah.
A lot of white.
And a lot of dark cabinets now.
Okay.
So they're both, dark and then white cabinets.
Okay, very good. Well, now you've been in business, you said 25 years come May. Mm-hmm. And so you've seen a lot of things happening, not only in the community, but in the construction business too, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because it's cyclical. I mean, sometimes you have so much work that you can't get it all done, and then it's feast and famine, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll just be working so hard to get all these orders out, and then there's nothing. So is that when you go fishing?
Well, we haven't slowed down in a long time. I mean, sometimes it gets, it's like steady, and then all of a sudden everybody calls in at once. So that's when, but we haven't really slowed down like a lot where, we don't have anything to do. It's been real busy.
So you've got a good reputation then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Maintaining that reputation and that quality of work is a challenge for all businesses.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
Right. But you've developed a reputation and a name for yourselves that's recognized. And that's why we're here today, is because you have received recognition from the state of New Mexico. And can you tell our audience what that recognition is?
It's, the SBDC. So we got an award for that. We've gotten, how many is it, like 3 already? This is the third one since we started. And another award, I think it was from P&M. That was about, I'm guessing, like 10 years ago also.
Okay. So you've received awards from P&M, and you've received 3 from the Small Business Development Center. And have you been involved with the Small Business Development Center from the time you started your business?
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a year. When we contacted the SPDC, and then that's when they put a package together, and then we got the loan. But before that, we couldn't get the banks when we wanted to lend us.
Okay, so they helped you get financing. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you've been with them ever since?
Yes.
Okay, so when they have all these classes. So do you take advantage of those classes that are being offered?
I've gone to a few.
Okay.
And sometimes because we're so busy, we haven't been able to.
Okay.
But I've been to like 1 or 2, but yeah.
Okay, very good. So, what was your response? When did you know that you had received this award?
Well, when was it, about a month ago? October? I guess since October.
Okay.
She contacted me, and then she told me that we had gotten it.
Okay. So do you know what you have to do to be able to receive this award?
Well, I guess be one of the, businesses that are, doing good, I guess.
Okay. A business that's doing good. And you subscribe to the Small Business Development Center's model for maintaining a quality business.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you see now? You have children?
Yes.
Are they working in the business?
Not right now. My son used to work with us, when he was in high school and all that, just a little bit, here and there. And then when he graduated, he moved to Las Cruces and started college out.
Okay, all right. So, do you have children working?
Mine used to work with us, but now he's working somewhere else.
Okay, so it's hard, isn't it, to bring children into your business?
Yeah, it's hard.
I think,
family, you know, it's hard because, you know, your family.
That's right, it is. I've seen a number of businesses that attempted to bring their children into the business, and oftentimes it just wasn't the best situation for both the parent and the child. But you've given them, what you have given your children is that work ethic, that model, that role model of being diligent with what you've done. And that's really important. I mean, you've given our community that same role model, is that you've shown the community that when you work hard and you follow the rules and you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's quite an achievement. We see so many businesses that start, and then within just a short period of time, they're no longer in business because they didn't understand what it took to make the business a success. And the fact that you've been around for 25 years and still going strong, and maybe that youngster at Las Cruces will come back and be in the business, or the one that's the other one for you that they might see that.
Yeah, it just depends. Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe when they get older, you know.
When they get older and more mature.
You never know.
When they get more mature.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you not only congratulate you for your achievements from the past, because this award represents what you have done, but the future. We wish you tremendous success for your future as well.
Thank you.
Just keep on keeping on and being that role model for our community, because you have been that role model for a successful business in our community. 25 years is a long time to be in business, and the fact that not only have you had a sustaining business, but you've shown the community that with hard work, quality of product, good service, it all happens. You can make it happen.
Thank you. When you start, it's hard, but yeah, you just keep going and it'll pay off.
That's right. And you know what every customer wants is, one, the quality of product, two, the service, that you keep your word. You know, you're going to do what you say you're going to do, and that is the important things for most businesses, and you've done that.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. And Juan and Anthony, just keep on showing our community what it takes to have a successful business.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks.
You're welcome. We want to thank you for tuning in to this segment of Cibola Treasures.
Warrior Pegboard will transform your workshop or garage to a clean, uncluttered space. Warrior Pegboard is the strongest pegboard in the world. Holds up to 2,500 pounds on a single panel. The hooks will not fall out. What you will need: select the size, anchor to a stud, admire your handiwork. Warrior Pegboard's strong, sparkling appearance was designed by a veteran. Each piece of your Warrior Pegboard system is made in America. For sizes, prices, and shipping information, just select Warrior Pegboard at Amazon.com, Walmart.com, Jet.com, or DiscountRamps.com. For wholesale, military, and government sales, contact John Wesley.
El Cafecito has been serving authentic New Mexican cuisine for over 32 years. The first thing that greets you is the fragrant aroma of chili.
The friendly and efficient staff welcome you to a dining experience that can only be found in Grants. Try the award-winning burrito, red, green, or maybe you want Christmas.
Do you need a chili fix? You will not be disappointed. There's so many great choices.
What sets El Cafecito apart is the made fresh chili every day.
Oh, I come here for the breakfast burrito, which is very good. Service is good, fast. When you're hungry, you're ready to eat.
A banquet room is designed for meetings, special occasions, and community events.
For those in a hurry, the drive-up window offers convenience too.
The service, friendly staff, great New Mexican cuisine is all due to Angela and Larry Baca. They oversee every aspect of El Cafecito.
Fast, reliable internet is here, and it's local.
My name is Robert Windhorst. When my wife went back to school to become a teacher, our internet service was terrible. Sacred Wind came into our area and we signed up. It has great service.
Hi, I'm Amanda Valdez and I am a teacher. Thinking of pursuing my master's degree, I knew that it couldn't have been possible before. Sacred Wind Internet made it possible to obtain my degree online.
Connect 66 Internet. Fast, reliable, and local. Powered by Sacred Wind.
We're at the Animal Care Center, and here's Louie that needs a home. He's got the sweetest little face. You can see how pretty this pup is. And Louie has been spayed, and all of these pups have been neutered, these little puppies. So they're ready for a home. They're ready to go to a wonderful home. So if you want a dog that's trainable, young, and ready to be adopted, this one is, and this pretty little face is just so sweet. He's a pretty pup. Look at this pretty little face. And Michael's got him, and he's going to be a pretty, pretty dog. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Now, this is a female healer. She's already been spayed. She's ready for a new home, and they've just got beautiful, beautiful pups here. She's a pretty dog, too. And healers can be really trained to be obedient, and this one is young enough to be able to be trained, okay? So this is a blue healer that's female, and she's been spayed. Well, we've got another little female here, and she has been spayed also. These are such pretty puppies, and this one is so calm. You can see what a pretty face she has. Really, really calm-natured, and she's ready to go to a good home. Someone that will love her and take care of her. But you can see what a pretty, pretty pup this little pup is. And she's been spayed, and she's ready to go to your home if you want a good, good puppy. Look how calm she is. She's trainable. She's going to be someone's wonderful pet. And they have more puppies, more dogs here at the Animal Care Center. So you need to come on down and check this out, because we have some of the sweetest dogs in the whole country right here at the Animal Care Center in Grants. This is Michael, and he has Daisy with him. And Daisy is a puppy that wants to play and enjoy everything that's around him. There's some students that are out in the park, and she wants to go play, but she's a pretty, pretty dog. Really healthy and full of activity, excitement. She wants to play really hard. We've got these two dogs that are ready to be adopted, and they need good homes. They're beautiful dogs, healthy. They just want to have a home, and we've got some puppies I think that are coming up pretty quick. Thanks. El Cafecito has been serving authentic New Mexican cuisine for over 32 years. The first thing that greets you is the fragrant aroma of chili.
The friendly and efficient staff welcome you to a dining experience that can only be found in Grants. Try the award-winning burrito, red, green, or maybe you want Christmas.
Do you need a chili fix? You will not be disappointed. There's so many great choices.
What sets El Cafecito apart is the made fresh chili every day.
Oh, I come here for the breakfast burrito, which is very good. Service is good, fast. When you're hungry, you're ready to eat.
A banquet room is designed for meetings, special occasions, and community events.
For those in a hurry, the drive-up window offers convenience too.
The service, friendly staff, great New Mexican cuisine is all due to Angela and Larry Baca. They oversee every aspect of El Cafecito.
¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas, muchacho? ¿Para dónde vas? Oye, hombre, ¿para dónde vas? Dime, ¿para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? Si vas al baile, baila conmigo. Si vas al carnaval, quiero ir contigo. Si vas a donde quiero atrás, porque quiero amarte. Más si vas, ¿para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas, muchacho? ¿Para dónde vas? Oye, hombre, ¿para dónde vas? Oye, ¿para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? Si vas al baile, baila conmigo. Si vas al carnaval, quiero ir contigo. Si vas a donde quiero atrás, porque quiero amarte. Más y más, ¿para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas, muchacho? ¿Para dónde vas? Oye, hombre, ¿para dónde vas? Dime, ¿para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Para dónde vas? La, la, la. ¿Para dónde vas? La, la, la. ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Por qué no me dices? ¿Para dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas?
Well, spring is here. We hope to have some winter weather still, or at least some moisture. We know it's very, very dry, so be very careful when you're out and about, especially with, don't throw cigarettes down, don't drive over dry foliage in the wilderness areas. So remember, we need to really be aware that we have high fire danger right now. I want to thank you for tuning in to this edition of Cibola Treasures, brought to you by Comcast and Seven Cities Productions.